All right, so just finished the weekly remote duel tournament that I do with the 10U deck here for this little budget builder series. We're on episode 3, which is my second tournament with the deck. Not a great finish, went 2-2 again. Took 4th place. We'll go into that. I was actually able to almost get first, but some time management issues and end of round procedures kicking my butt really ruined that for me. So I'll go through my rounds first, and then we'll talk about the deck. So round 1, I played against Adamantipator. He opened up full combo, and then game 2 opened up Lightning Storm plus combo. So couldn't do anything there. That's to be expected, though. Deck is pretty weak overall. Round 2, I played against Code Talker. Game 1, I did my full combo. Game 2, I bricked, and then game 3, I did the full combo, and I actually sided into Vanity's Fiend, and that was really good. Round 3, it was only 4 rounds. Played against Shadal Invoked. The Link 4 10U was really big, and then a couple of misplays cost him the game. And then round 4, for first place, it was actually against Blue Eyes. Interestingly enough, that deck can do a lot right now with Draglubion and all these like Guard Dragon combos. I won game 1, just outgrinded him. He burned basically everything to do his combo first turn, and I broke his board with, you know, a variety of 10E effects and Berserker and things like that. And then game 2, he got himself down to 4,000. He activated 2 copies of Lullaby of Obedience, but I just couldn't quite close out the game. And then game 3, I lost in time. He actually only did 300 damage, but I couldn't get enough. I didn't have enough time to go through my full turn because I drew a Shuna for turn with like 20 seconds left and couldn't do anything. So ended up going 2-2. Would have been 3-1 if I'd had more time, though. I had game in my hand, so that's unfortunate, but took 4th place with the deck, which is a definite improvement. Lots of improvements going on here. So I'll show you guys the deck, and we'll go over the pros and cons of tonight's list. So first, you've got 3 Adhara, of course, 3 Ashuna, 3 Vishuddha. This card was huge tonight. And then 3 Shithana. Last week I'd said I wasn't sure how good this card was. This week it was really strong. It came up multiple times where I would just crash and then special summon back my monster, pop a card, and keep attacking. So this is definitely a good card to include as a 3 of. I see why I was definitely incorrect about that before. And then still 1 of the Mapura and 1 Nahada. These cards were all really useful, actually. I might increase the counts on these if I can find room. The 1500 attack swing was actually really surprisingly useful. So that was cool. 2 copies of Mare. This was really, really good. I was hard drawing it a lot more, obviously, since it goes from 1 to 2. So you'll see it in 3 out of 10 games. Its effect was huge. This is, honestly, I could see almost going to 3. I am getting Sacred Sword of the 7 Stars, actually, so I want to try a build with, like, 3 Mare, 3 Ashuna, 3 Vishuddha, Sacred Swords, and just, like, rip through my deck. I might try that. Then onto the hand traps. Play 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, just like before. 3 Ghost Ogre. This was a new inclusion. And then 2 Effect Veiler as well. So Ghost Ogre was for the Numeron deck. I was actually really scared of that, and then no one ended up playing it. But Ghost Ogre ended up coming in clutch against Code Talkers, against Blue Eyes, and against... No, I think that was just it. It was okay against Shadal Invoked, but these were all just really useful. So I'm really glad I played these. Popping like Guard Dragon spells and stuff was really good. From there to the spells, 3 of the field spell, the Flawless Perfection. This card was incredible. I'm so glad I decided to play 3. 3 Vessel, of course. 3 Pot of Desires. I don't think I need to explain that one. That card's just insane. Monster Reborn. I played World Legacy Succession. It never came up, actually, but I figured with how many Link arrows I just randomly have pointing down, a second Reborn wouldn't have been too bad. Foolish Burial to be the 4th Vessel, and then Scapegoat as well. This card ended up being really important. I think I might need to put Anima back in the extract, though, because I kept running into situations where I couldn't make a random Link 1 as well as I would like to for the Boral Sword Dragon plays. And then Terraforming as my last spell, just to search out the field spell. And then for traps, just one each of Metaverse and Skill Drain. These were the only two traps I felt like were pulling their weight the previous week. Skill Drain was incredibly clutch, and Metaverse came up a decent amount as well. So that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, you've got Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. This card is crazy. It was huge tonight. Helped win my Invoked Should All matchup. I forced out a Makaba and then just banished it. Abyss Dweller as my rank 4 of my rank 4 of choice. Being a water with Shithana is really cool because it just boosts it, and it's just like the best generic rank 4 right now. 3 Monk of the Tenyi, of course. Link Kuribo, Link Spider. 2 Shamans. 1 inclusion was Land Fornicus, which I didn't actually own, and my friend Ben, who I ended up playing tonight, was kind enough to mail it to me, because I just forgot that this card existed. This is huge, being a generic Link 2 non-effect monster. Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, I still have yet to actually use this card. I did have one point where I think I needed... There was one point where I could have summoned this and used its effect and then gone into the Link 4 Sahasrara, but I didn't. I just forgot. But this card has yet to be played, so it might almost be cut. And then I went to 2 Berserker of the Tenyi, just because I kept running into situations in week 1 where I kept wanting to have a second one. So having another generic Link 3 non-effect monster was really good, and it came up a lot. And then Boral Sword Dragon, which never came up, so I might drop this, and the Tenyi Spirit, which came up pretty much every game, actually, that I was able to play. For the side deck, you've got 3 Vanity's Fiend. That was huge. 3 Called by the Grave. To go with the Vanity's Fiend, actually, this is mainly to go together, because I was terrified of getting Golden Lorded again, so I figured I could draw the 2 of them together. 3 Nibiru, which was fairly good. It was alright. 3 Cosmic Cyclone, which never came in, and then because I was really terrified of the Numeron deck, I played 3 Forbidden Chalice, and this never came in either. But all of these were pretty good, actually. Well, these 9 were really good. These 6 weren't very good. So that's the deck for this week, guys. Hopefully we do some better games next week, but it's definitely improving. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, comment below, and definitely be sure to check out my upcoming budget how to play article on Magical Musketeer. Have a good night, guys.